Thank you. It is Zakson, but I applaud the effort, sir. Thank you. Oh, wow. Do we have any children of divorce in here? Make some noise. Yeah! 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 I'm not one. I just feel bad for you. No. That must be hard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, my parents are happily married. My bad. Yeah, no. But if I'm being honest, we are sort of all operating under the pretense that my mom is gay. We're just not doing anything about it. She's going to my brother's baseball games quite often, and she'll like have to stay overnight with some of the moms. She'll come back, you know, brush past me and be like, "Oh, I just wish Maureen was my wife." And I'm like, say that again. I called her when I got this haircut, and her genuine reaction was she groaned and she went, "Oh, I'm so jealous." Like, at this point, I don't know if I'm gay or if I was just raised by her, you know? By the way, her favorite podcast, it's called Handsome. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, the hosts are Fortune Feimster, Mae Martin, and Tig Notaro. She calls them her girls. And anytime I call her and she misses the call, she'll call me back and be like, "I'm so sorry, I was talking to my girls." I'm like, "The 3 butch lesbians you listen to via podcast?" Sure, straight my ass. I'm very close to my dad, though. I like to think he knows me well, but he called me at 3 a.m. the other night, and he was like, "Zoe, is that your $300 Victoria's Secret purchase on the credit card?" And I was like, "Dad, cancel the card." Like, I don't know if you've ever looked at me, but they actually don't let me into Victoria's Secret. I tried once, and they were like, "You look like you're gonna come in and act weird with the mannequins." Yeah. Santa Monica, I said that joke once, and honest to God, a lady came up to me after, and she was like, I used to work at Victoria's Secret, and you're right, we wouldn't have let you in. Legally, you cannot do that. Me and my dad are very similar, though. Everyone says they can always tell that we're related because when we smile, you can tell we have the same mental illness. Yeah. We both have depression and anxiety, though he also has an eating disorder, which is a little weird because it's like, that's for girls, you know? Yeah. But yeah, I got depression and anxiety. I also have OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. Having OCD, it's a lot. Was that bothering anyone else? Just me, okay. Having OCD, it's a lot like having. If I don't look at it, it doesn't bother me. Having OCD is a lot like being a man that verbally dislikes the Barbie movie. It's like everything you're doing and saying feels really important until you realize, oh no, you're the only one that cares. My OCD, though, it clings on to whatever's in front of it. Sometimes it's death and dying. Other times it's my health. Most recently, it's been whether or not I was the victim of a well-known crime that I was not in town for. I saw it on the news. They were like, "We cannot ID the victim. She's fled the scene." I'm like, yeah, and I've erased it from my memory, too. Like, acting all weird the whole day after I found out about it, moping around the apartment. My roommates were like, "Zoe, what's wrong?" I'm like, "Something happened to me." You wouldn't get it. I told this to my mom, though, and she was like, "Zoe, that was in Michigan. You haven't been to Michigan in years." And I was like, "You don't know that for sure." My best friend, though, he also has OCD, but he's convinced he's wanted for committing a crime he has no memory of committing. I don't know if it's the same crime that I was a victim of, but if we're looking for suspects, I would start there. He's my gay best friend, but I'm also his gay best friend, so it's okay that I say that. Yeah, being a woman with short hair, it's hard because people assume things about us, right? Like the other day, I was at a coffee shop, and the barista, he was wearing a fedora, if that matters. He goes, "I like your lesbian pride bracelet." I was not wearing a lesbian pride bracelet. It said Happy Halloween, but he saw the colors he needed to see. And I support that kind of self-determination. I was on a walk with my mom and my brother in the park the other day. We see a cute dog. I'm like, ma'am, can I pet your dog? She's like, yeah, just, be careful. She's skittish with men, referring to my brother, who is a man. And my mother takes this opportunity to step in front of this stranger, point at me, and go, well, let's see if I can tell which one she is. Mom! God. And my personal favorite, as many of you know, I graduate college in a month. Thank you. We did it. But when I was a freshman, I moved into my college dorm, and my RA had put everyone's names and pronouns on the door. And when I moved in, it said Zoe, they, them. And I was like, I never said that. They saw one photo of me, and they were like, we know what you are. Thank you, guys. Give it up for the rest of your comics.